In this video, I'm going to show you several examples for using special factoring techniques. Let's start with factoring x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 can be written as x squared minus 3 squared. And that's something of the form a squared minus b squared, which we know we can factor as a minus b times a plus b. Here, x is playing the role of a, and 3 is playing the role of b. So with that said, x squared minus 9 can be factored as x minus 3, x plus 3. Next, let's factor 9x squared minus 16. 9x squared minus 16 can be expressed as 3x quantity squared minus 4 squared. Again, notice this is of the form a squared minus b squared, which can be factored as a minus b, a plus b. In this example, notice that 3x is playing the role of a and 4 is playing the role of b. So with that said, 9x squared minus 16 can be broken down as 3x minus 4 times 3x plus 4. Next, let's look at the example 4x squared plus 1. So we'd like to break that down to factor it. So notice first that 4x squared plus 1 can be written as 2x quantity squared plus 1 squared. But notice that this is of the form a squared plus b squared. This is the sum of 2 squared. And from the lecture notes of 6.4, we know that this cannot be factored over the real numbers. So this is as far as this expression goes. Next, let's look at factoring 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. Now this expression can be factored using the trinomial method of sections 6.2 and 6.3. However, if you look at it closely, notice that we can rewrite 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 as 3x quantity squared plus 2 times 3x times 2. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, times x, that's 12x. And 4 we can break it down, or we can rewrite it as 2 squared. Now this is something of the form a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Here, 3x is playing the role of a, and 2 is playing the role of b. And we know from our identities that this is none other than a plus b squared. So with that in mind, we can rewrite 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 in factored form as 3x plus 2 squared. And of course, you can check this work by expanding 3x plus 2 squared to recover 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. Next, let's look at factoring 216x cubed plus 125. So 216x cubed plus 125 can be written as 216 is 6 cubed, so we can write 216x cubed as 6x quantity cubed. And 125, you can check that it is 5 multiplied by itself 3 times. Now this expression is of the form a cubed plus b cubed, which using our identities can be broken down as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. Here, 6x is playing the role of a, and 5 is playing the role of b. So our factored expression becomes 6x plus 5 times 6x quantity squared minus 6x times 5 plus 5 squared. Again, 6x is playing the role of a and 5 is playing the role of b. So this goes further as 6x plus 5. 6x quantity squared is 36 squared minus 30x plus 25. And this is as far as this expression can be factored over the real numbers. Finally, let's look at the example of factoring 8x cubed minus 27y cubed. So 8x cubed minus 27y cubed can be written as 2x quantity cubed minus 3y quantity cubed. And that's something of the form a cubed minus b cubed, which, using our identities, can be factored as a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Here, 2x is playing the role of a, and 3y is playing the role of b. So with that in mind, let's pay close attention to the signs and factor. So we have 2x minus 3y times 2x quantity squared, that's a squared, plus 2x times 3y, that's ab, plus 3y quantity squared. And finally, we write our answer as 2x minus 3y. 2x quantity squared is 4x squared plus 6xy plus 9y squared. And this is as far as this expression can be factored over the reals.